Look at this, December 26th. Look at the pet store dumpster. All dog beds. And that's probably a whole box of dog beds right there.
Let's go spend $3,000 at Walmart.
So they are starting the Christmas clearance at 50% off this year.
Let's go see if someone found my hiding spots. In Target, everything was 90% off.
Christmas clearance sales are officially here and it is out of control. I'm talking just one day after the holidays, one day after Christmas, we are seeing things 50% off, 80% off, even 90% off of everything that was at full retail value just one day earlier. That is absolutely mad. Now, I don't know who's losing from this, but it's also a huge gain because you can get some stuff for incredibly cheap. Anything remotely related to Christmas, even if it's just red and has nothing to do with it, just the fact that it's red or has a snowflake on it, it can be as much as 90% off at some of these stores. This is insane. Now, if you guys have happened to have taken advantage of any of these Christmas holiday sales, let me know what you got and how much of a discount it was down in the comment section below. Otherwise, it's officially time to retire the Santa hat, and let's get right into today's episode.
Here's all the things that you need to know about the Christmas clearance that is happening the day after Christmas. And if you don't know, now you know. So the day after Christmas, on the 26th, all stores' Christmas items are gonna hit 50% off on clearance. So this is all the things like Christmas trees, ornaments, all that stuff. That's the boring stuff. I've been preparing you for all the good stuff that runs with Christmas clearance that people do not know to look for. And a lot of these items don't even look Christmassy, and you can use them all year round. Things like Kleenexes, Ziploc bags, and Christmas packaging, chapsticks, extension cords, so many things, okay?
So she's right, and it's kind of interesting because in recent years, I've noticed that more and more companies are starting to market specifically for the holidays. Like, you don't need a Christmas style extension cord. It works just the same as any other extension cord, but because it's green, it's now on sale for 80 to 90% off. I don't understand how these stores end up making a profit off of discounting things at such an extreme discount. It doesn't make sense. Maybe they've made all their profit from the weeks leading up to the holidays, but it's incredible that just one day later, things can be discounted 50 to 90% off. It tells you, like, are they even making any money on it? It makes sense. People are just not going to want to buy anything holiday or festive related days after the holidays ended here. But to offer things at 50 to up to 90% off is mad. But I'm all for it. I'm all for a discount. I mean, some people are going to go a little crazy, in their Christmas clearance hauls. But I guess to each their own. That's totally fine. I'm all for saving money and getting things at a bargain.
Exactly 9 o'clock on the dot, and we are here for Hobby Lobby because apparently they have 90% off their Christmas clearance. Yep, it's true. 90% off Christmas. There's so many things for 90%. Look at all this. I mean, this store just has aisles and aisles of all the 90% off clearance. And the Grinch stuff is 90% off. Like this 2-pack of Grinch-themed towels are going to be 89 cents. All of these strands of garland are going to be 90% off. So this one's like $159, $149, $19.99 ends up being $2. Look how cute. And yet again, even more stuff. These stinking cute gumdrops are $1.79. A big old thing of cotton candy is going to be $2.29. And if y'all think I'm bad, my mom's card, uncle's card, my card.
All right, so hear me out. I am all for a bargain and saving money and getting things on a discount, but you guys have to remember, as great as getting a discount is, it is still spending money. So as long as you're getting things that you plan on using, which could be consumable stuff, food, or even the following year's Christmas stuff, by all means, have at it and go get it. You're probably not breaking the bank anyway. $20 could get you probably what was at one point $150 to $200 worth of stuff just a couple of days earlier here. But there are people that actively do this, that literally hunt for deals, and it's pretty incredible. I only recently, as of like 2 years ago, ever since moving to Florida, happened to have stumbled upon this. I had no idea that stores like Target would offer 50, 80, 90% off pretty much everything related to that holiday. And it's not just Christmas. It's like Thanksgiving. It is Valentine's Day. It is Halloween. Every single thing in the back of the store, they usually mark things down. And if you get there bright and early, 7 a.m., which I did, and I'm going to show you in today's episode because I thought it was crazy. I didn't realize how many people actually know about this trend, but you can get some pretty good deals, some pretty good discounts here. But just remember, don't go crazy. Don't be buying things you don't need, because then you are just essentially wasting money, even if it is 90% off. And we're going to talk about it because I don't understand how these stores are even able to charge those prices. And we're going to figure it out. I think I have some mental math here that we're going to do to maybe understand why they can get away with charging 50 to 90% off.
Let's go spend $3,000 at Walmart. Now, I guess I should go ahead and admit, we're not technically spending $3,000, but that's the value of everything we're getting. You can do this with me too. So they are starting the Christmas clearance at 50% off this year. These are groceries, 50% off. All of this candy that you can technically use for baking, that's exactly what I do. These zero sugar wafers, 50% off. Because they say stocking stuffer edition, they are technically Christmas.
That's crazy.
I personally just grabbed this whole thing. And of course, all the gift sets are 50% off. I think they have them stocked somewhere else, so let's go see. We have some body polishes. Guys, oh my gosh. I'm gonna run back and grab some more of these. These are 98 freaking cents. Oh my god. It comes with pumpkin kit, bread mix, and icing mix. These are normally quite expensive, over 10 bucks. It's 62 cents each, so we're just gonna keep all that in there. These are $7.50 each, normally $15. These are $5, but I don't think my man's gonna want to smell like Snickerdoodle. These are all $3, and these ones don't even really give Christmas, so I'm gonna go get some more. Also, don't forget the bakery section. Everything's half off over here too. Some of them are reading up as 40, like the gingerbread cookies, but still good. All of the nuts as well in the food clearance aisle on the other side of the store is like ringing up $2, and like there's so many still. All of this.
Wow.
Nothing expensive at all.
Wow, she only spent like $10 worth of stuff and got a whole shopping cart full of things. I mean, it is epic, and I love shopping after the holidays. I only, like I said, recently discovered this, and I do the same exact thing with my girlfriend. And I don't know, I know this video is coming out a little late. We had some other things to put out last week, but, you know, just wanted to let you guys know it still might be available. I don't know, though, but you'll have to remember this for the future holidays coming up, because we'll make videos on that, too. But what's crazy to me, maybe it offsets, like, selling things for 50 to 80 to 90% off because they made so much profit during the holiday season, selling everything at full retail value, like heavily marked up. And then they can afford to now just get rid of it because it's crazy. They only do it for about a week because everything post-holidays is obviously not going to sell. Nobody's going to buy, you know, snowflake or pumpkin spice hand soap at full retail value, you know, a couple weeks into the New Year's. It doesn't make sense. Also, Happy New Year's to everybody. Hope you guys have some awesome goals and New Year's resolutions. We'll be making videos on that later on the channel here. But what's interesting about it is they kind of mark it as the week goes on. So you get the good stuff at maybe 50%. And then as people buy all that up, they'll slowly mark it to 70 to 80 to 90%. And usually what's left over at 90% isn't really worth it. But the crazy thing is, what do they do with it after? So they only do it for about a week and a half up until the New Year's. They all just, more than likely, and I'm pretty sure we'll find videos on it, they just throw it in the dumpster. They toss it and it's going to end up in a landfill. So it becomes worth next to nothing after the holidays. Like maybe it takes up too much shelf space. So they throw it all in the dumpster, which is also insane. And it gets me off on a tangent that I really have to start making some dumpster diving videos, because talk about the things people find in dumpsters is unbelievable. And, you know, I'm not one to crawl into a dumpster, but, you know, if it's some tools, it might be worth it. I've seen some crazy, you know, Harbor Freight, Home Depot dumpster dives, and they have found some very expensive things that I don't even know why they're thrown out. It's unbelievable here, but it's a great way to shop. I do it with my girlfriend. We buy a lot of baked things or things for baking after the holidays. Like during this holiday season, a couple days after, we got chocolate, you know, tons of baking things at half the price, 70% off. It's crazy. And what's the craziest part is it's chocolate, and it's cheaper than the aisle over, the normal stuff that's not branded for the holidays here. The fact that you can get soap for 50 cents when the same bottle that's not, you know, scented for the winter is like $3. You get it for 50 cents, 90 cents. I mean, it's an incredible way to save money, and I highly recommend you guys at least go check it out. Do it as a fun thing. You spend 10, 15 bucks on it. You could get all your Christmas shopping done and decorations and just consumable stuff that you would use every day. Paper towels, you get soap, you get candy, you get food, you get baking supplies, all heavily discounted. It's a great way to save money.
Michael's clearance. Right now, Michael's has 80% off all remaining Christmas items. I found Christmas trees at my store 80% off. That's a pretty good deal. Keep in mind, that the inventory remaining depends on your store. These items will go to grab bags. Typically, that's the last week of January, and they'll be in $5 grab bags, whatever's left over. I also found some really cool art kits for kids that are also 80% off that I think is a really good deal.
See, and it's crazy too, but ever since discovering this, I am never going to shop prior to the holidays for anything for like Christmas or any holiday coming up. It's only after, and I'll save it for the following year. I mean, it's truly insane that all these shelves are filled, several shelves filled with Christmas stuff. Like, I don't even know where they get it from. And they must not be paying that much money for it if they can then 1 week later offer it for 50 to 80% off. But it really tells you how society is. Like, we are so heavily influenced and, addicted to consumerism and hyper-consumerism. It's incredible. It truly is incredible how addicted we are as a society to constantly having to purchase stuff. All that stuff is kind of like tchotchkes, if you guys know what that is. Just like plastic junky stuff that you don't really need, that's not a necessity. It's just there, a dog bed, string lights, popcorn string stuff. I don't know, all these decorations and stuff. Like, how many decorations do you need? We bought them a couple of years ago, and that's what we use. And if I ever plan on switching the style, or like my girlfriend ever plans on switching the style, we're going to be shopping for it a day after the holidays because everything is so much cheaper.
Look at this, December 26th. Look at the pet store dumpster. All dog beds, and that's probably a whole box of dog beds right there. Brand new dog beds. Look at this. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Oh, Christmas treats. Let's just throw them all in the trash, guys. The day after stinking Christmas. This is not even funny. Look at all these dog beds. Making sure I shake them off, because pet store dumpster ain't too cool. Look at it, it's still going. This is all dog beds. What's that, 10 dog beds already? You think these dog beds are cheap? There's more under that pallet, I think. You kidding me? I just ordered a damn pizza because I'm starving and I don't want to eat turkey and ham anymore because I'm done with the holidays. I stop at a dumpster to find all brand new freaking dog beds. One's got hair on it. Another one. Oh, that one's a little gross. Not taking that one. All right, that's all the dog beds. You gotta be kidding me, guys. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas to any dog beds. I'm gonna go donate every one of those to my dog. It's too little.
It's crazy the way everything works, like this cycle. Like, why not donate those to the animal shelter? Like, there are plenty good dog beds. There's no reason to just throw it in the dumpster. Maybe it costs too much. I have no idea, but it's just so sad as a society the way we're going. Like, why would you even need a Christmas-themed dog bed that you're only going to take out for a week or two for your dog, and then you put it in the closet the rest of the year? I mean, I get it. You want to be festive by all means, but it's just crazy to think about it because there are so many products now. Every single thing is now created with a holiday theme on it that is only used for a couple of weeks. Every single thing. Like, is somebody really going to switch out their soap, their hand towels, you know what I'm saying? Like, every single product, every single consumable product, every single thing in your house, the couch cushions, the pillows, your blankets, your shirts, your clothings, your hats, your soap dispenser, your paper towels, the items in your fridge, your creamer, like every single item. We made videos, the holiday restock influencers, literally showing you how people use this. Granted, it's crazy because they're using it to monetize off you, but people look up to these influencers and they'll do it themselves. And if you guys haven't watched that holiday restock influencer video, I highly recommend you do because it's crazy here. And it just breeds more of this consumerism. We don't need every single thing to be rebranded for the holidays, only to be used for a couple of weeks and then tossed out onto the next holiday. Whatever the next holiday is coming up, we're going to do that. Valentine's Day, that's going to be the next one here. I bet you if I go into the stores right now, it's not, we're 1 week into January, every single thing in the stores is going to have Valentine's Day stuff put up. The same exact items that we just got. Ziploc bags. You don't need Christmas-themed Ziploc bags and pay full price or even a premium over the normal stuff because it's got snowflakes on it. It's mad. It's madness. It's insanity at its core, because then just after you go buy those Christmas-themed Ziploc bags, they're going to have Valentine's Day Ziploc bags with hearts on it that if you buy, you're paying a premium on. And then 2 days after that, they're going to be 50, 80, 90% off. But we have clearly shown that we have a shopping addiction, a consumerism addiction in the U.S. I don't know how it is outside the country here, but it is mad. And then it all gets thrown in a landfill. It's like rinse, recycle, rinse, repeat, rinse, reuse, repeat. I don't know how it is, but you get what I'm saying? 1 month, the next month, new holiday. And then every single item gets changed back into something else. You don't need to give into it. If you fall into this trap, you are going to spend so much more money than you need. If anything, shop one day later and get everything 80 to 90% off. Alrighty guys, so I'm currently sitting in the parking lot outside Target. It is December 26th, the day after Christmas at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Target opened up at 7 a.m. I figured I'd swing by since I just finished the gym and it is in the same complex here. So I'm going to show you guys the deals that Target offers just one day after Christmas, because if there's any way to save money and budget, it's shopping after the holidays. And I bet you most people probably, or at least an overwhelming majority of people, probably didn't even know that they do this. So let's go in. All right, so I wanted to voice over this after the fact because I didn't want to be that one weird guy at 7:30 in the morning in Target walking down the aisles, talking to myself on a camera, filming stuff. But look at all this candy. Like, what's crazy to me is look at all this Overstock that they like plan for. Like, you'd think they were planning to sell this, you know, and leading up to the holidays, look at all that wrapping paper. Look at all those Christmas ornaments at 50% off. It is insanity. It's truly incredible. But I wonder, maybe it's just a full greed. I mean, it's probably a genius strategy where at full markup, they're probably making a killing off all this stuff. And then at 50%, you might think you're getting a good deal, but I bet you Target is still profiting off these items. I bet you they buy it for like $1, $2 and sell it for $20 during the holidays. And then at $10, they're still making a profit. And then maybe, just maybe at like 80 or 90%, are they actually just breaking even? But I doubt they're actually losing money on any of this stuff. Also, I went to Walmart after, same day, but in the afternoon, and look at the amount of stuff they still have on the shelves. I mean, it's just so much clutter to me, like tchotchkes, it's insane. And they're fully packed. Like every aisle is still packed with stuff.
This is what you get when you price things so high that nobody can afford them. It's Christmas morning. Look at all these trees that didn't sell at our local supermarket parking lot, tree lot. I won't say the exact location to spare these idiots the complete embarrassment.
I mean, not to mention, people are still struggling. Credit card debt is at the highest it has ever been this year. Record highs every single month. It is not slowing down anytime soon. And not to mention, credit card interest rates are at the highest they've ever been. 27, 35%. Can you imagine? You imagine getting screwed during inflation. Now you have to take out credit card debt, and then just a couple months later, they raise interest rates. And now the debt that you are forced to take out from credit cards, they then increase the interest up to 30%. What used to be 14 is now 30%. It's like, if you're down, you get worse. Like they're kicking you while you're down. They don't ever let you get a chance to stand up on your feet, because once you get on it, it just spirals downhill from there, and it's incredible. I mean, it's so sad. It shows you consumerism is at a high, and there is a serious problem when you have hundreds of Christmas trees that were cut down. When does it stop? Cut down, sitting there. Obviously, nobody's going to buy a Christmas tree after the holidays. People are struggling so bad right now. It's crazy that they even had the audacity to cut them down and sell them up and then charge ridiculous prices, $80, $100, $150. I don't even know how much Christmas trees cost. I haven't bought a Christmas tree forever. So please, if you guys have bought a Christmas tree just this year, last year, let me know how much your Christmas tree cost you. What was the size of it? Like, what's the ratio? I'd love to hear your opinion, because I've been using the same $60, which I shouldn't have bought before the holidays, $60, $80 Christmas tree from Target, or it might have been Walmart several years ago, and I've been using that. But now that I see that they're 80% off a day later, the fake ones, I should have just bought that, because what a waste buying things at full retail value during or just a couple of days or weeks before Christmas. What a scam. What a shame. What a shame. I mean, hey, reduce, reuse, recycle. They're going to be wood chips now, or bark, or they're going to burn them. I have no idea. They grow the trees, they water them, and then they cut them, and then nobody buys them, so they mulch them and throw them in a landfill. What a cycle. It's incredible. Aren't these the same people that are like full-blown activists for saving the environment, like with their Teslas and electric cars, or super into eco-friendly environmentalists, like wanting to save the environment? And here we are with hundreds of things, as we've just seen. If you don't buy it, or you contribute, if you get involved with this holiday consumerism, which feeds it, because obviously they keep thinking you're going to buy it, so they keep making more and more and more, and the stores order more and more and more for the following year. And then one day after Christmas, the entire store is still filled with crap, and they're discounting it 50%, still making a profit off you, keep in mind, because they marked it up so freaking high. And then whatever they don't sell, it ends up in a landfill. As we just saw, it ends up in a dumpster. And then they cut all the trees and they mulch them. And obviously, if they thought that people weren't going to spend as much, they wouldn't be buying this much inventory, and then they wouldn't have this much overstock. So it's a terrible cycle that hopefully we can finally break. But I mean, I don't know. Without it, I wouldn't be getting my Christmas stuff and my bakery goods 90% off. So thank you guys for your shopping addictions. I appreciate it.
After Christmas markdowns for holiday decor has started. And make sure to follow me because I post the deals every single day. As you know, Lowe's decor has already went 75% off. If there's anything left on the 24th, it's going to be 75 off to 90% off.
Cannot believe it's already time. I'm at Target and all of the Christmas clearance just hit 70% off. Now, I am hearing that it is not every single Target, but I would say most Targets are at 70% off clearance. We're going to walk around now and see what we can find. Like all of these sugar paper, Christmas bags, and wrapping paper are going to be 70% off. These are going to be 90 cents. Look how cute. It's even better as this time you look for things that don't even look Christmassy. Like there is nothing Christmassy about this, but it's 70% off for $1.20. So you get this and then you can use it for gifting throughout the year. All of this Dove is going to be 70% off. It has to be the limited edition holiday scents, but all of these are going to be 70%.
I'm going to go one step further and think that they're still making profits off things marked at 70%. I don't think these stores are stupid. We're giving them more credit than they deserve. And I think they are still profiting, making tons of money, and fooling people with these deals, because it's been the biggest scam in the book to just offer a discount and to think you're winning when they're actually still making money off of it. But hey, if you could get Dove, I'm sure they're taking losses on some things, and people are going even further to hide these items until they hit 90% off, which is genius. And I guess it's not theft or anything because it's still in the store. I don't know. We'll talk about that moral and ethics discussion because it's pretty smart if you ask me. But I don't know how easily you can get away with that.
Run to Target because if your store did not hit 90% off yesterday, it probably hit today. These right here are normally $49. They are going to be included with the Christmas clearance, so they're going to be down to only $4.90.
All right, so then they must be taking a loss on that. There's no way Target's getting this for less than $4.90. Something at one point that was $30, $40, $50 is now $4. I mean, there's definitely some good deals out there. That thing didn't even look relatively similar to Christmas or the holidays, maybe the snowflake, but they're getting so out of hand now with the amount of things we are now changing to make holiday themed to then charge full markup on.
These pillows right here are normally $35. They are unmarked. They're going to be part of the 90% off for only $3.
An unmarked pillow for $35 is now $3. That's insane.
50 cents. All of these right here, the throw blanket with the pillow, are going to be down to only $4, part of the 90% off. This whole display right here is going to be 90% off. These are down to 70 cents. Dove deodorant for 70 cents and Colgate gift sets for only 80 cents. This right here does not look like Christmas to me, but it's part of Christmas for only $2. This whole display right here, if you see it at your store, it's going to be scanning 90% off. This is down to $2, normally $20. It is unmarked, but it runs with the Christmas clearance. All of these right here are unmarked, and they're going to be 90% off as well. I'm going to do a part 2 to show you what else you can look for at your store.
I mean, it's genius. It's the best way to shop. It's shop after the holidays, and you can even buy this stuff for just random times during the year because it's still good. If you're buying soap and you're buying body wash, I mean, there's no way they're making a profit off Dove being $1 or 90 cents or whatever that price came out to when they normally sell it for $7, $8 without it being holiday themed. I'm sure the holiday theme's even more, but even if it's not, you're getting it for $1. I mean, it's still usable. It's awesome.
Let's go see if someone found my hiding spots. in Target. Everything was 90% off. Spot number 1.
Oh my.
Anyway.
Spot number 2.
The ones I wanted were gone. But they're not. There's still a lot of them.
Spot number 3.
Oh.
That's so funny.
Hilarious, actually.
All those things? Do it. You're not doing anything bad.
I got a little nervous.
You're just a weirdo, that's all.
Just weirdo. Spot number 4.
She's like so happy that she found all this stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's a great idea. Don't get me wrong. If they catch you doing this, they might kick you out or ban you from the store. That's like probably the furthest thing they could do is lifetime ban you from for like trespassing because they don't need a reason to do so. That would be the one thing, because in a sense it's like it's theft. In a sense it's stealing because you're purposely waiting for something that they had for sale for 50% now at 90, and that stuff obviously would have sold at 50%, but she hid it so she could get away with it. So in a sense it's genius. In a sense it's a good idea to save money that way. I don't know how much you want to bend the rules. She can't get like any maybe legal trouble because she's not stealing anything. She's just moving merchandise around in the store. And I'm sure people do this all the time. I've thought about it. I've actually done it just a hair guilty. Nothing too crazy. I just moved maybe some candy from one aisle literally to the next one and just hid it behind other candy and went back the next day and it was moved back to where it was, which is whatever. But let me know if you guys would do this down in the comment section below.
Went Target Christmas shopping for 90% off, and I want to show you what we got.
Here is the haul of stuff. First off, these were $1 instead of 10. These were all still 70% off. They were still a good deal. These were $1.20. These were about 90 cents. 50 cents for 40 bows.
Wow, 50 cents.
Children's books. We stock up on Christmas candles every year. My favorite find was the charcuterie stuff, which we got for 70% for these. And then the Target worker ended up just giving us these for like literally nothing. I got each of these for $1.50, which is insane. So all together, this is the haul, and we're pretty happy with it.
It's like Christmas clearance sale hauls are now what's the new trend. I actually bought a couple of those things too, and I get them at the holidays. I don't know how she got the food stuff for 70% off unless it was left over, because it usually goes fast and it's 30% where they start and then it goes to 50 and then 70. And most of that stuff gets sold pretty quickly here, but it's genius. It's the best way to save as much money as you possibly can by shopping savvy and smart like this. I don't know about hiding stuff. You might get in trouble for that, but otherwise, it's a great way to save money.
Cannot believe that I found these for 90% off. If you've been waiting for 90% off Christmas clearance at Target, it's time to run. Oh my god, I can't believe that this is here. Oh my god. I asked her if she had more in the back and she said there's more in the back. You guys, I'm about to throw up. Nightmare Before Christmas wrapping paper. I need this. Paper plates are always a good grab because you can use them year round. Holy bark toys. These are all 90% off. Makeup brushes are $1. This bath set also $1. This is iconic for only $2. Doormat $1.30, 90 cents. This one is $3.50. Paper plates 30 cents. I wish I found more of these, 50 cents. Ornaments $1.50. These are both $1.49, and the cotton ball is 99 cents. Happy shopping, and let me know if you score.
So it's crazy because some of that stuff you would never even think would be discounted. So you got to do your due diligence and your research. And I've done it probably the past 1 to maybe 2 years, and I am guilty of overspending on some stuff that I for sure didn't need and only bought because it was discounted. So it doesn't really set you back that much because things are 50-90% off, but definitely go in with the mindset, or at least a budget of understanding there's a good chance you're going to spend more than you probably were expecting because of how cheap these things are, and really think to yourself if you need it and if it's worth it and if you're going to use it, because otherwise you're just kind of wasting your money. Even if you did get it it at a good deal. Like I said, I'm guilty of it too the first year, and now I've had a little more self-control and discipline, and it's become a bit easier. But for somebody that just discovered it, it's very easy to overspend your money.
I wanted to show you guys all the unmarked holiday clearance.
Unmarked.
It's just because you say holiday.
That's crazy.
And they're right there, look.
Yep.
Unmarked. And they're only...
What is that, toothpaste?
$10. You can use this all year round. These kids, immunity and Band-Aids. These are also half off too. Saltaire. These are only $10. I also got a bunch of Ziploc bags and cling wrap. I'm not gonna lie, I hid this cling wrap the other day because I already knew it was gonna go on sale. These are only like $1.25, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And I got these plates. These are only $1.50. So obviously, cute little mug somebody was trying to hide. I found someone's stash. And obviously disinfectant wipes because you need that year round. This was only $2.49.
Wow.
We got all of that for only $49.63. All my clearance. All of that.
I mean, it's a genius strategy to buy, especially if you shop like what she did. That's probably the furthest that I would go for getting stuff like that. If you use it. Now, I'm that crazy. I've gone a level further where I have like silicone, sandwich bags, so I reuse those. But if I had kids or they were going to school, then it would make sense to get Ziploc. But all the other things that are just have a snowflake or a Santa hat on it, the cling wrap or the disinfectant wipes, to be getting those things at $1 to $2 is such a good deal compared to buying the normal stuff that it almost doesn't make sense to not buy them, because at some point you are going to use them and buy them in the future. So you might as well get them now while they're discounted. And if you shop like that and you shop savvy, you can really save a lot of money in the following year. And hopefully, I'm sure, because like 30% of New Year's resolutions had to do with money and budgeting, this is a great way to help. It really is, to start off the new year.
Number 26 is My Christmas at Target. Anything that is red, green, says to or from on the box. Anything that's in a box set, any Christmas items are all 50% off today. I was so happy. This is some of the stuff that I got. And of course, I got Starbucks.
I mean, it's unbelievable, like I said earlier, how much they'll mark and change and make into holidays. Things that you don't really think need to have a snowflake on them do. And then here they are on sale for it's 90% off. It's incredible. But let me know down in the comment section below if you happen to have taken advantage of any of these holiday Christmas clearance sales. And also let me know how much your Christmas tree cost you when you first bought it. Like a real one. I'm curious too. Otherwise, that's going to be it for today's video. Definitely make sure to smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't already checked out my Restock Influencer Holiday Edition video, make sure to check it out right after this. Peace.